You will have heard of everything that's happening back home, especially now, the consultation for our constitution. The trade minister, the Attorney General couldn't make it this time because he had to stay back and finish the consultations on the constitution, being the election minister. So with regards to voter registration, I have asked him to send voter registration teams to all our high commissions and our embassies and to our honorary consuls all over the world. And you could meet up with the staff of our high commission here, for instance, and be registered when the team comes around. So I hope that for those of you that have not registered, some I know have registered. For those of you that have not registered, please come in and be registered so you can be eligible to vote. Only those that register will be eligible to vote. It's a hangover from the old days of fraud and something that we wanted to get out of. As I said, you will have heard of what's happening with regards to our constitution. We will. I was hoping that we would have the constitution on the ground, up and running by the time I come here for the state visit to Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea has given us a lot of shown friendship to us, especially in today's meetings. As you know, besides the signing of the Green Mobile that was endorsed by the Honorable Ben Michael, of course, the Minister for Public Enterprise, and the officials of the government officials here. Besides that, you have also heard that the Honorable Minister has promised us 15 million kina to assist us in our election. No nation. I was very taken back with that because no nation has ever come up with a system such as that to assist us in our election. But that shows to me how confident Papua New Guinea and of course the Prime Minister and his government are towards the economy that they have here, and also with the fiscal policies that they have. So confident that they could give us $50 million. And of course, they see Fiji as a friend in need. So I thank the Honorable Prime Minister today for that wonderful contribution. The Constitution, of course, the submission closes on the 26th or the 27th, and I urge you all to have a look at, have a read of the Constitution. It's online. You can download it from the Ministry of Information's website, and you can also provide the submission through the website. And I urge you all to have a look at it. Never has a Constitution been taken out to the public as we're doing it now, like we're doing it now. We want to be transparent and accountable. We have a few distractors in regards to our Constitution. In fact, we've already seen some of the proposals that have come in. We've already seen some of the amendments that we need to make on the draft constitutions that that has been taken around now. The Attorney General and the Solicitor General are going around the country explaining in detail about the Constitution, and especially the explanatory notes about the reasons why some of those things that were omitted and why some of them were affected. Well, hopefully, the Constitution will be, after the submission closes on the 26th of April, will give them time to have a look at the amendments that need to be brought in, especially the proposals that have come from wide and far, from the rural areas, from the remote areas. And then maybe, hopefully by May, we will have the Constitution in place. This Constitution will take us, it will drive the election and the government forward from 2014. Hopefully we will, not hopefully, we will have the election in September 2014. You don't know, we might surprise a lot of people if we have the constitution early, and if everything is in place, we might have an early election. We don't. As I said, we might surprise a couple of people back home.